How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rowlets, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at some recent Pokemon rumors, leaks, news, stuff like that. So let's get right into it, starting things off first with this right here, which is probably the thing you're seeing in the thumbnail, because yes, I'm definitely using this as the clickbait for this video. So either way, what are we talking about? Well, we've already covered this kind of oddish looking picture, which we've seen before, which we covered in a previous video, but I wanted to take a look at it, like, again, because apparently there is a added evolution now. We got, like, literally the Vileplume Evo for it, which is just really weird. It's really strange. It looks pretty decent, I'm not gonna lie. But let's look at first of all, the Oddish. Now, this Oddish does look a bit different than the previous version we've seen of it. The previous version we saw did have a little bit of a different kind of color to the leaves. Like, the actual leaves did have a bit of a different coloring to it. So I will be, I'm gonna be pointing that out first of all, okay? There is a bit of a difference in that. But what it says right here from the poster is, no, Vileplume is in this form. New evolution when exposed to a special berry, a unique type of pinup berry. Blossom alternative for when exposed to a new stone, music-themed item. Not sure what that's going to be all about. But basically, it's a Oddish that's a straight-up pineapple. So whatever you want to call that. Like, I don't know. It looks a bit odd. But the other one, here is where it is. So this looks weird, okay? First of all, it definitely has got that pineapple design. Its tongue now is yellowish looking. And in terms of, like, its body, it does kind of remind me of something very interesting. And I'm going to point this out right now. But it does remind me of actually, like, one of those, like, palm trees that you may have seen in real life. Now, you might be like, oh, well, I mean, I've seen palm trees. They're big and tall. And hey, guess what? There is other Pokemon that are literally based on palm trees, like Alolan, Exeggutor, or whatever. But, you know, this doesn't look like that. Well, actually, palm trees, as far as I've seen them when I was on vacation, is that certain palm trees, like, well, palm trees in general, actually really look like plumpy and small like this. I always used to call them pineapples to my fiance, Yelene. Like, I would be like, this looks like a freaking pineapple. But actually, it was just a really, like, it was the birth of a palm tree. You know what I mean? It just looked really weird. So it kind of gives me that feeling. Is that what this is here? I don't really know. But there was an interesting kind of speculation by one of our people here, one of our viewers, who actually came out with a bit of a, Arbusto here came out with an interesting point, which is that though Europe does not have the best climate for growing pineapple, there is a single place where pineapples are grown, shown, and open to the public. The biggest island in the Azores archipelago. This Portuguese territory is in the Atlantic Ocean. It's uniquely suited to growing pineapples in Europe. So yes, there is a place in Europe that does grow pineapples, which makes me then question, is that what's going on here? Are we getting a form that's based on this one place in Europe that does actually have pineapples being grown there? Could this be the possible case? Because it seems like the only place that's actually suitable for such a thing. So shout out to our boy here, Arbusto, for actually, like, you know, sharing this interesting theory and actually interesting point, because I don't really know. What do you guys think about it? A lot of people are calling this fake. A lot of people are calling it real. A lot of people are just feeling different feelings about this. I want to, again, know what you guys all think about it, because some people are saying it screams fake, some people saying it's real. I don't really know what to feel about this one. I'm going to err on the side of it being fake. I'm going to err on the side of it being fake. But honestly, it could be real. Anything is possible, and literally anything is possible. But at the end of the day, there are people, I know people that make these kind of high-level fakes, okay? I've met some of these people that have done this, and I know people that literally make 3D models like this for, like, other projects and stuff, for, like, Pokemon challenge runs and custom game mods for, like, Pokemon Sword and Shield. I've seen people do this kind of stuff, so it's not like something that's out of the realm of possibility and something that isn't, you know, possible to actually be created. So just keep that in mind. But that was the first thing we have for today's video. I want to talk about something very big right now, which is this right here. So Soul Silver Art, if you don't know who Soul Silver Art is one of our leak analysts, one of the people out there who takes recent riddles, leaks, stuff like that, and breaks them down. And he has a breakdown of Riddler Coup, who, by the way, Riddler Coup, an individual that leaked a bunch of stuff for Pokemon Legends Arceus, Pokemon Brilliant Diamond, and Shining Pearl last year. So he's back with some new information. And here we have a big-ass breakdown of all this. So he says, spoilers, really juicy info, confirms March was the gimmick. What he's referring to here is that the riddles given to us in March by Riddler Coup were actually the riddles for the gimmick of this game. If you don't know what I mean by gimmick, it's like a gimmick is something like Mega Evolution, Z-Moves, Dynamax. Those are the gimmicks or features that you have in Pokemon games that, you know, are kind of gimmicky, right? And guess what? in this case, it seems like the March riddles that we had were the ones for the gimmick. Game cases looks like PLAs, so no mascot legends on the box. Interesting. Sorry for always saying box legends. Twitter character limit. I hope the Pokemon Company Incorporated still reveal them soon. Lastly, many cool and creative months. But here's what like the actual post here says. Theme of March is gimmick, while for April being mascot. But if they repeated PLA box cover design, don't blame me. You know what mascot means. Theme for this month is regional form. Could you figure out these two new forms? And regional forms, well, guess what? He's talking about this month, so May, right? I'm guessing, unless he talked about April, but I don't know. I think that was already mentioned, that's the mascots for the actual cases. But the regional forms, we already know that one of those forms is got to do with Tauros. We know that for a fact. He says, I'm still considering how to arrange teasers about brand new Pokemon because I'm going to take too much of a risk if I couldn't deal with them properly. Gen 9 got too many creative and cool designs, so maybe you need to wait for a while, which is not sure if that's the best thing to hear right now. I don't really know if that's the most confident thingy that I want to be hearing about. But Soul Silver does have a massive breakdown of a bunch of stuff that I want to take a look at and break down, because there is a lot of stuff. So one of the first things is this right here. So I'm going to tell you right now, this was posted, Dusty Gogo shared this, where he made a video about these recent images that seem to show the regional forms of, I guess, like two Pokemon, or like a new evolution of sorts, and also what looks like what is that, Chimcho, whatever. No, sorry, no, what am I saying? That's not Chimcho. What's that guy called again? Evolves into big fishy boy with like a oh my god, Lantern. No, not Lantern. Oh my lord, I cannot remember the name of this Pokemon. My brain is just literally flatlined right now. But my point is, okay, I'm gonna be honest. These are most likely fake. Okay, these are definitely fake. Okay. Because there's nothing there. There just isn't enough there. There just isn't literally enough there. But nonetheless, let's look at some of the other stuff. So big update. I'm seeing people, even in Ku's replies, talking about a new baby Pokemon, etc. But Ku has clearly said these two are just two new regional forms. That means we can throw out multiple regional forms or Evos to regional forms. And definitely no baby Pokemon, as they have nothing to do with the regional forms. It's just one per image. And he says here, of course, to make it clear, these two teasers are two new regional forms. That's all for this month. Several different teasers and themes prepared for next month will be chosen and adjusted accordingly on whether a new trailer is out in May and the concrete contents revealed by the Pokemon Company Incorporated. But he continues on. So this leads me to believe this is simply the same info that the uncle gave us. The first image is Tauros, bullfighting, 3 bulls equals 3 tails. And the second image is a rodent, so a mouse rat tooth fairy based on a Ratoncito Perez. Hopefully we can figure out which existing rodent it is from Ku's second teaser. He continues on. Again, I could always be wrong about which Pokemon are getting regional forms. Tauros seems certain, but maybe it's a different one for the second image. But one thing I know 99% I'm right about is there's only 2 regional forms to be found in these 2 teasers. One in the first image and one in the second. Lastly, he's not saying it will happen, but he's saying that he believes there is definitely a chance that we get a presents and trailer in May, which I really hope we do. Many are confused on why I'm saying picture number 2 is Ratoncito. Here's the uncle info I'm referencing, and if you don't know what he's referring to, uncle info, it's this Chinese leaker guy, person, whatever, who's leaked a bunch of information in the past, and he gave us a big chunky breakdown thingy recently. So also, he continues on. Also, since Meowth probably isn't getting a regional form in Scarlet and Violet, what if Game Freak adds some treatment to Rattata and gave it a second regional form? It could be possible, because then Meowth has 1 Alolan and 1 Galarian, and Rattata has 1 Alolan and 1 in Scarlet and Violet, right? Which actually would make a lot of sense, to be frankly honest with you. But then, in addition, and this is actually from the Uncle post, which is in addition to brand new Pokemon Surge, regional forms will also still be around. One of them will supposedly be based on Ratoncito Perez, the Spanish mouse version of the Tooth Fairy. While no indication as to what Pokemon it is was given, I'm convinced this is a Dedenne form, as Ratoncito Perez is effectively a Spanish reskin of Le Petit Souris, the French Tooth Fairy mouse equivalent the Dedenne is based on. So there you go. I wanted to still add some more theories on image number 2, because I could be wrong, as it's just as possible that Ku has his own exclusive info instead of just the same as the uncle info, though I still believe it's more likely. So here are some of the best theories I've seen so far, and here are some of them. And I think it must be a Tentacruel. Its number is 73 and it evolves from Tentacool at level 30. Pikachu is number 25 and Nidoking number 34. And they both have 2 types that are strong against it. Their rest I still don't know. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? And some people, again, people are guessing some possible ones like that, you know, could be Tentacruel, you know, Pikachu, Nidoking, etc. Could be that case. I don't really know. In deciphering this, the big question mark, I guess, the big hashtags with the question marks, like in the bull pick, are asking us which generation. So Gen 2, 5, etc. And or we could add the hashtags together to get the hex colors. So some numbers could tell us which mon, and other numbers could tell us its type, which is true. Some people are saying here it could be purple with those numbers and everything matched up from the riddle to be maybe purple, magenta, maybe a new poison psychic type. But it is what it is. He says, though, if we're looking for a mon from gens 2, 3, 4, or 5, and it's still Ratoncito, it can't be Rattata or Dedenne. My own personal feeling is that it's Patrat, as it would fit perfect to me, and my friend Lumio's post suggested this as an evidence too, but it is pure speculation. He says, yeah, the fact that Gen 5 is mentioned on there, though, makes me think that it's a Patrat form based off of Ratoncito Perez, especially since they are they're likely to do a variant for an older rodent. That's true. That's what I think as well. Also, could be a coincidence, but Alola, they gave Gen 1 Rodent a variant, then they skipped Gen 2 and gave Zigzagoon Gen 3 a variant in Galar, so now if they skip Bidoof Gen 4, you land on Patrat, which actually does make a lot of sense. So, could it be Tauros and Patrat getting new regional forms, which would be really interesting. But he says, turning this into the mega thread for this month. So there you go, guys. You guys can take a look at it. It's going to be linked down below as per usual. And also go follow Soul Silver Art on Twitter. Definitely do that. And also, while you're at it, I'm just saying, but you guys should definitely slide a follow to your boy. Slide your boy a follow, okay? Give me a follow, goddammit. But also, there's this interesting thingy. This interesting theory right here coming in. Another wild theory. It's possible that the 3 bulls could mean a bull third legendary, but I doubt it. Also, if you doubt that Masuda hints with his tweets, he recently retweeted this art from his colleague back on the 9th of March. So it's always worth keeping a bird's eye view on him, which, yes, yeah, he literally retweeted something of a picture of a drawing of a Tauros from one of the artists over that works at Pokemon. So, yeah, just gonna tell you right now, Masuda does hint things. Don't ever for a second think he doesn't. But again, so what do you guys think about all this? Also, for this one, I'm going to hands down say this one is fake. I don't think it's real. I think it's BB, boo-boo, poo-poo. So that's that. But ladies and gents, that's going to be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Wolf Rowlett. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out, and bye-bye.